from Penn State main campus, majoring in energy engineering, and saw what we were doing through our advisories. And so we met and talked about some potential objectives, position objectives. I did send around. If you didn't have a copy, you can ask someone next to you. But I asked.
A few days I've been here. I mean, the first 3 days, what I've worked specifically with was looking at what has happened between the Assembly and Benchmark Energy Solutions. And since the Assembly has voted on allowing Benchmark to be the preferred supplier of energy, from the contact with different municipalities, they've contacted 200 thus far. Since the voting, there's been 27 back, and it's a long process. It takes about 4 to 5 months, as seen, with who was it? Hamden Township, and now as an affiliate, we have about 7 right now that are on board, ready to go, and a couple in the stages of moving further, and we're still waiting on the 183 that still have yet to contact, but it's a hot.
The municipalities are strictly electric. They're not natural gas, which natural gas they're saving now. Anybody who's signing up doing natural gas, they're saving now, because electric is going to be saving when they have the deregulation. So that won't happen for a little bit yet. The bulk purchasing, they're kind of getting things in place. The one thing is the energy audits, where those who have signed contracts, the energy audits are underway, and I did not get from Bill Welsh what has come, what are the results of those audits, and that's the initial savings. Some of them, I mean, maybe the audits find there were no errors. They look back over 3 years, and maybe the audits find no errors, but maybe the audits find substantial errors, and so they can go back and get refunds for those errors up to as far back as 3 years. And then out of that refund, the municipality keeps 70%. 30% goes to the consortium. There's a number of groups out there right now. The League of Cities and Municipalities has one. They're just doing electric, and what they're doing is they're buying electric a year at a time. So using the example where people lock in at a fuel cost, like a fuel cost for a year, if it drops, you're paying the high cost over the whole year. What ours does is they keep buying throughout the year, so they purchase at different times, so therefore the fluctuation, it allows for the fluctuation. May go up, but it may go down too. So, but it's less risk. It cuts the risk a little bit. And they're not doing gas or liquid fuels or anything like that. They're only doing electric. The other thing is that some other organizations have seen what we're doing with the
Ning site demonstration, Sherry?
Yeah, who have seen it. We can, and it's a website is formal. Let me just pause for a moment to type all this. No, it's Ning, N-I-N-G, and actually what Ning is a proprietary term. But a website, as you know, an organization posts information on a website, and people can go out there and get information. You pull down PDFs and stuff like that, but you really can't interact with the website unless you send an email or something like that. A Ning site's a little bit different. It's a lot like Facebook, but it's more professional than Facebook, because Facebook is something that people use socially, and I think people have sort of like an image about it socially, and it's anyone can go out on Facebook. You can create a Facebook type site under Ning where you can, well, yeah, I think you can do it anywhere too. This is called a Ning site. This is what they do. We don't have to use Ning. We can use anything else. It's free, totally free. Each of us would sign up. You can invite people, send them an email, invite them. They get out there. They become a member. They connect. So I was going to suggest that we go ahead and develop a Ning site.
Click and connect and participate and share information, and here's a good source of grants, here's a new interpretation of this ordinance or whatever. And
excellent. Well, those are great examples of how it's used.
Anything, it is a new way of communicating that is very well used. So, and Ning's the most, I think, known of the professional social network sites.
Okay. I know Joellen's got her little camera going there, and that's the kind of stuff we could put out there on a Ning site. You know.
A testimonial for Ning. That at least gets you publicized.
Action, it's the sort of thing that can work nicely, and if that also can attract traffic to the website as a part of that process, then again, I don't really see a downside to it. I have contacts out there who are interested in the world of public affairs, and I'd be happy to kind of invite people as members or whatever you call them.
Yeah. Of course, to find other resources, I think, as well. I mean, you could get your next speaker for the conference from somebody that you didn't have a connection to in real life, but in the artificial life of the web.
How much do I owe you?
I didn't say that. I didn't know you were going to talk about Ning today.
We'll give it a try. Motion on this to establish an Ning site and make that part of our minutes.
Second.
I heard a so move and that was Steve and Harrison. Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Very good. What we can do, and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.